Hi, I'm Lucy Ellis, Senior Writer at Scrip, and I'm here at BioEurope Spring in Barcelona, and I'm joined by George Rawadi, Vice President of Business Development and Intellectual Property at Celyad, a cell therapy company with a pipeline of early-stage immuno-oncology therapies in the CAR-T space. So thanks for joining us today.
You're welcome.
Just to kick us off, George, would you tell me a bit about your technology and where it comes from?
Yeah, so we licensed the technology back in 2015 from Dartmouth College in New Hampshire. And actually we keep collaborating with the principal investigator who invested this technology at Dartmouth College. And so it's a CAR-T technology, but let's say quite different from what everybody else is doing. Typically in the CAR-T space, people were looking for a specific tumor antigen, developing antibodies against those tumor antigen, and then transforming those antibodies into chimeric receptors, and then developing a CAR-T cell. Our starting point is not the tumor antigen, but the biology of NK cells.
Okay.
So we use receptors that are expressed at NK cells, and those receptors are naturally used by NK cells to identify tumor cells, bind them, and eliminate those tumor cells.
Yeah.
So basically, we recapitulate this biology in a T cell, because T cell you can manipulate it much more easily than an NK cell, and we take advantage of natural signaling, of natural binding to very specific tumor ligands that today we anticipate that they will be expressed on 80% of all tumor types.
Yeah.
So we can, with the same construct, with the same CAR-T, target multiple indications.
And what indications are you already looking at?
So as I just mentioned, basically the sky is limit.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, today we are targeting two indications in the liquid tumor space,
Yeah.
AML and multiple myeloma. And in the solid tumor, we are targeting 5 indications in our ongoing clinical trial, which is colorectal cancer, bladder, ovarian, triple negative, and pancreatic cancer. Triple negative breast cancer and pancreatic cancer.
And what stage of development are you at?
So today with our lead program called NCAR2, we've completed the first phase 1 safety trial, and we have shown a great safety profile. This was at the low dose of cells with a single infusion or single injection.
Yeah.
So now we are running a follow-up phase 1B trial, and as I mentioned, in all those 5 indications, and this is at a higher dose and with a multiple injections. So we are currently enrolling into our phase 1B that we expect will terminate sometime in Q2 2018.
And how are you financed?
So we are a publicly listed company. We are listed on the Euronext and on NASDAQ. The company got listed on Euronext back in 2013, and in 2015 we floated the company on the NASDAQ, and we've raised in 2015 on the NASDAQ about 100 million euro, that giving us all the cash that is needed to drive our pipeline till completion.
But you're still at BioEurope, so are you seeking partners at the moment?
Well, obviously, definitely, partnerships are very important for biotechs. So at BioEurope and other events like BioEurope, our main objective first, since we are running the clinical study and we don't have clinical data, a proof of concept yet, is to educate about our technology, investors, and to educate pharma and big biotech. Then, discussing with those pharma, hopefully we'll identify right partners, and hopefully some pharma will see us as the perfect fit for their technology, and we'll see how the discussion will develop.
And what would the right partner have to be offering for you?
Well, I mean, Celyad is looking to sustain its business, to sustain its pipeline. So we are not looking for a pharma or for a partner that is willing just to acquire the company and take off the whole business. We are looking more for partners that is willing to co-develop, co-finance with us, because we have also other CAR-T in our pipeline, and we are eager to push those CAR-T into clinic. So we are looking more on a real co-development type of partnership than just a straight licensing out.
Yeah. And Celyad's patents for its CAR-T products have been challenged several times in the last couple of years. I wondered if you could summarize those issues and how they've been resolved.
Yeah, so this patent challenge issue was mostly focused around one specific patent, which claim the way you would generate an allogeneic T cell. So today, all companies are developing autologous T cell, meaning you would take the cells from the patient, engineer the cells, and put them back into the patient. Allogeneic T cell, it's an alternative technology that allows to manufacture off-the-shelf CAR-T. The cells are sourced from healthy donors, expanded massively, engineered, and stocked off the shelf, and they can be used to treat any patients. So our patent actually has one important broad claim that protect the allogeneic T cell expressing chimeric antigen receptor. And obviously this has a huge implication in terms of manufacturing, and all companies developing allogeneic T cell would, in principle, need to obtain a right and a license to this patent. So we've been challenged 4 times at the USPTO. Every time we prevailed, and the patent was reallowed exactly with the same claim without no major modification. So it just demonstrates how strong the patent is, and we definitely, this is an important asset for the company that we will be looking to license and make hopefully non-dilutive revenue to support our clinical trials.
And do you expect any future issues around intellectual property?
Well, I mean, on the target side, definitely not. Those are new, granted and clean patent, I would say. As the allogeneic, we will see. We are very confident in the solidity of our patent. I would say more is challenged, more shows the value of this patent. So we are looking forward for more do licensing than challenging or challenges dispute.
Great. And so in summary then, what's the next big milestone for Celyad? What should we be watching and waiting for?
Well, Celyad, as I mentioned, we are now running a very important and trial with our lead program in 7 different indications. We will be looking for safety, but we will looking also for sign of activity. So this is the next milestone when we will be able to see some sign of activity in hopefully all indication, but at least in 1 or 2 of those indications. So this is roughly early 2018, mid 2018, where we will have the top line data of our ongoing clinical trial called SYNC.
Great, so that's what we'll be looking out for next. Thanks for taking the time for having a talk, and enjoy the rest of your conference.
You're welcome.
Thank you.